this is the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. I'm here at the launch in New York, and while I've got a couple of days here, I thought I'd go out and about here in this beautiful city on this beautiful day to find out if the camera is actually any good, because the new dual camera setup is one of the most hyped features on the Note 8. We've got two 12 megapixel cameras with a zoom lens. So I want to find out if it's any good, if it's much of an upgrade over the S8, and whether maybe it's worth buying. So the Galaxy Note 8 shares the same 12 megapixel f1.7 rear camera as the S8 and the S8 Plus, but with the Note 8 they've added a second 12 megapixel telephoto lens that gives you 2 times optical zoom. Not only that, but it's the first dual camera phone to give you optical image stabilization for both lenses, unlike the OnePlus 5 or iPhone 7 Plus. So even when you zoom in, it's still super smooth. The aperture is narrower though on the zoom lens at f2.4, so it won't be quite as good in low light as the main camera, but it is therefore wider than the iPhone 7 Plus's telephoto lens, which is f2.8. So that's the camera specs, but if you've used an S8 or an S8 Plus before, you pretty much know what you're going to get here in terms of picture quality, which is to say this is one of the best cameras on the market. Photos are rich, detailed, and with HDR have excellent dynamic range. The same can be said for videos too, which are sharp, especially in 4K, and smooth thanks to that stabilization. Although on the whole I'm very impressed with the video, there were a couple of small issues. I did find that at night time the quality was not nearly as good and some of the footage was quite noisy. And while I was filming the skyline from the helicopter, I did find that I didn't get perfectly smooth footage, but then again I am in a helicopter going at 100 miles an hour, whatever it is, so that's to be expected somewhat, but it's not flawless. But there's two things that make the Note 8 stand out: the 2 times optical zoom and the new live focus mode, which is like a portrait mode and gives photos a really cool shallow depth of field bokeh effect. The live focus mode can be a little bit temperamental, often telling you it can't be used, but then a second later it can, but the results speak for themselves. Live focus photos look great and to my eyes add a lot of style and character to a picture. You can also adjust the level of background blur before and after you take the picture, and the best part is the new dual capture feature, so it takes a normal photo at the same time so you can choose between them. It's not perfect though. Live focus doesn't appear to support HDR, so you'll find yourself sometimes taking pictures that are overexposed or a little bit blown out. I also found that sometimes it would blur out the wrong bit of the subject, or it wouldn't be completely in focus, but most of the time it worked absolutely fine. So portrait modes aren't new, but it is a nice feature to have, and combined with the Note 8's excellent camera, with its fantastic dynamic range and smooth OIS, it's definitely my favourite portrait mode on any phone right now. So that's live focus, but of course the other big feature here is that second camera lens, and it's something I'm really glad Samsung have added, as I love having a zoom lens on my OnePlus 5, and the fact that the zoom lens also has OIS means that when you're flying around Manhattan in a helicopter, as you do, it's a hard life, you get much smoother video on the Note than say the OnePlus. It also means, as it says on the tin, that you can zoom in while retaining full detail, unlike using a digital zoom. So the dual camera is one of the Note 8's most interesting new features, and it builds on the already exceptional quality of the S8, giving you a really cool live focus mode and handy 2 times zoom lens. So it basically makes one of the best cameras even better, and I would definitely say it's worth considering buying the Note 8 for its camera alone. As for the rest of the phone and whether you should buy it, well, you're going to have to wait for my full review, which is coming very soon. So let me know what you make of the Note 8 in the comments and whether you consider buying it. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and if you enjoyed the video, click that like and subscribe button. Also make sure notifications are turned on for my channel, and I'll see you next time back in the UK on the Tech Chap.